All right.
Thank you for the call. Thank you for the call, Chad. Derek's in Los Angeles, checking us out tonight on Power 106. You're on, Derek?
Hi.
Hi.
It's great to hear you on the Hitline.
Thanks.
The paper says that you might win a Grammy this year. Does that scare you?
I can think of things I'd fear more than that. You know what? I got nominated for a Grammy on the first album for rock performance and Don't Mean Nothing. I was up against Tina Turner, Bob Seger, Joe Cocker, and Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, my God.
A bunch of lightweights. Right? Like I had a prayer in hell of getting this award. But it was cool, you know. I went down, and the coolest part of it is that I got to meet Billy Joel that night, you know. Awards, I'd love to win a Grammy Award, but I also am fully aware that if I did win a Grammy Award, it wouldn't help me write songs. And you know, it's a great honor to get it from your peers, and I'd love to win a Grammy Award. It doesn't frighten me. I really don't think that I'm going to get nominated. I just read that thing in Calendar today in the paper, but I just don't know. I'm not good at predicting that stuff.
Speaking of awards shows, I understand you've just been invited to perform at the American Music Awards?
Yeah, I got nominated, and that was a surprise. My father called me up and said, "Congratulations!" And I went, "Huh?" He said, "You got nominated for American Music Award for male singer." And I had no idea. Plus, my management company hadn't gotten through to me yet or anything. Yeah, but we're going to perform on January 22nd. We're going to do Too Late to Say Goodbye. And it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to hopefully create a really nice set for it, and it should be fun.
Which network?
ABC.
Great. We'll look for it.
Dick Clark production.
All right. We want to thank Derek very much for the call, and we'll grab some more in a bit. Right now, let's roll out another Richard Marx tune. Here's Don't Mean Nothing on Hitline USA.
Hitline USA with Richard Marx, and it don't mean nothing. More calls and a double shot of Richard up next.
So I just got out of Mr. Tonto's geography class, you know, like, where's the capital of Afghanistan? And hey, it's Kabul, but who cares, okay? So I'm like cruising down the hall with Paul and Whammo. Who's by the Pepsi machine? But Gloria. Yeah, Gloria, okay? I dig her, but she goes out with that meathead Steve, like a real zero, okay? So Gloria's by the Pepsi machine, looking great, and I walk up, give myself a Pepsi, and say, "Hey, Gloria, how about coming to the dance Saturday with me?"
100 in New York City.
Richard Marx is with us live tonight, taking your calls. 1-800-53-PEPSI is the number to dial. Coming up, we got a double shot of Richard, plus we'll give you some of his upcoming tour dates.
Right now, we're going to pick up the phone in New York, where Danielle is checking us out on my station, Z100. You're on the air live with Richard Marx, Danielle.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Danielle. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good.
I just wanted to say that I think you're the most amazing thing that's ever happened to rock and roll.
Oh, thank you very much.
And the day that I met you at Record World on Long Island was the most amazing day of my life.
Oh, I remember that. That was great. That was a great turnout. You guys made me feel great that day.
I had fun. All my friends went with me.
Great.
I always thought that you had to be heartbroken to write a great love song. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I do. I think that I much prefer writing and hearing sad love songs. Right Here Waiting is a strange case because it's a happy song ultimately, but it was written out of pain. You know, it was out of separation. I wrote it for my wife, and because it's a long story. Not by choice. We were separated for about 3 months, and this is like a year and a half ago. And that song was the easiest thing I ever wrote, but it came from pain. And I think part of that is because, I'm luckily a pretty happy guy most of the time. I got a lot of things to be happy about.
Yeah.
But the feeling of pain or sorrow, to me, is a greater feeling than joy. It's more intense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I'm bummed, I'm bummed. And when I'm happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
So I guess you could write a song about our relationship now.
Next caller. What a jerk.
Well, I tell you what, we're about to roll out a double shot of Richard Marx, but first, we're going to run down some of the upcoming tour dates. Let's see, January 24th, Richard kicks off in Pittsburgh. The 25th, it's on to Detroit, Michigan. And on the 26th, Richard Marx plays Richfield Coliseum in Richfield, Ohio. Look for it.
And then on the 27th, the tour hits Toledo. The 30th is St. Louis at the arena there. And on the 31st, Richard rolls into B96 country to play his hometown of Chicago at the Pavilion.
All right, we'll give you more in a bit, but right now we're going to kick off a double shot of Richard Marx. First up, let's get satisfied on Hitline USA.
Hitline USA wrapping up a double shot of Richard Marx that should have known better. Next up, more calls, more tour dates, and of course, much more music.
Sometimes you can tell by the way it looks. Sometimes you can tell by the way it feels. Sometimes it comes to you in broad daylight. Sometimes you find it in the middle of the night. But you know when you got the right one, Giant X, this is the right one. Giant X, you know when you got the right one, Giant X, this is the right one. Giant X, it's the right feeling for the way you live, the way you wanna live today. That irresistible Pepsi taste that makes a whole generation say, this is the right one.
The great taste of Diet Pepsi with 100% NutraSweet, the right one.
Hitline USA. At last, the ski season is here, just 20 minutes west of O'Hare. Villa Olivia Ski Area, located on Route 20, 1/2 mile west of Route 59, in West Suburban Bartlett, home of Chicago's closest ski resort with a quad chair lift, is ready for winter. Let them